First appearing in Ocarina of Time, the sheikah are often referred to as a shadow tribe, as they have been described as living in the shadow of Hylians, and, in particular, the royal family. As a devout tribe, they serve the goddess Hylia and believe themselves to be chosen by her to protect the land against darkness, in particular the Demon King and his reincarnations. The most famous sheikah would be Impa, who's not only appeared in multiple Zelda games, but has served as a central character who offers Link guidance and lore to the player. In her first appearance chronologically, she fought in the Great War between Hylia and the Demon King Demise, and was later entrusted with watching over Demise's seal. She's also tasked with protecting Zelda, who is the mortal reincarnation of Hylia. Once these tasks were fulfilled, she was able to rest. She also appears in Ocarina of Time, serving a role both as Zelda's nanny and also as the last sheikah. Another sheikah who appears in the game goes by Sheik, who also serves as a guide for Link as he searches for the sages. But the sheikah help in many different ways. One such example would be the monks from Breath of the Wild, who constructed the ancient shrines. They conducted a practice similar to Buddhist monks where they induce mummification. The sheikah were also highly advanced technologically. The majority of information from Breath of the Wild explains the ancient history of the sheikah tribe and when they were at their height. A lot of this information comes from the tapestry inside Impa's home in Kakariko village. The tapestry depicts how life was 10,000 years ago, as well as the battle that took place between the ancient incarnations of Link, Zelda, and Ganon, as well as the aftermath of the battle too. A majority, if not all, of ancient sheikah technology is sourced from an energy described as a glowing, highly viscous fluid. This energy can be seen in the runes on the sheikah slate, to the ancient flames that Link uses to help fix the ancient tech labs in Necluda and Akala. There is also ancient energy pooled underneath Hyrule Castle. The technology is mainly dedicated to protecting Hyrule against Ganon. For example, the towers dotted all over Hyrule were created to detect and activate upon Ganon's return, as they did 10,000 years ago. The giant columns around Hyrule Castle were constructed to store the Guardians, so a mechanical army would be right at the castle to protect it, not to mention the Guardians themselves, who were built to protect the hero during battle. All of the technology is connected as well. When the tower in the Great Plateau was activated at the start of Breath of the Wild, it sent a transmission to Hyrule Castle, which then sent a transmission to all the other towers and made them rise up from the ground. It also did the same for the ancient shrines, which were built by the monks to test the hero and strengthen them. Without these advancements in technology, it's likely that the battle 10,000 years before Breath of the Wild wouldn't have been successful. However, this technology came at a cost. Threatened by how quickly the sheikah technology was advancing, the royal family banished the sheikah. This is shown on the tapestry in Kakariko village, where Hyrulean soldiers are being ordered to chase after the fleeing sheikah. This is the point where the sheikah tribe splits in two. Part of the sheikah tribe remain devout to Hylia, as they have been for generations, whilst another part of the tribe turn and become militant. This is how the Yiga clan were formed. They turned their backs on Hylia and chose to follow Calamity Ganon instead. This decline in the sheikah tribe is seen throughout the rest of the games. For example, Impa in Ocarina of Time is viewed by many in the game as the last of the sheikah in existence, due to the tribe almost being wiped out. Similar to events before Breath of the Wild, the sheikah tribe before the events of Ocarina of Time had a strong relationship with the royal family, only to be shunned over time. The prime example of this would be the Shadow Temple that had been used by the sheikah to interrogate and torture enemies of the royal family. However, due to the dark stains it left on history, it became taboo for the royal family to talk about the Shadow Temple and its uses. However, even if the sheikah tribe has waned over the years, Kakariko Village has remained a central hub both in the Zelda games and for the remaining sheikah. Founded by Impa herself, Kakariko Village has endured as a main town in Zelda games, usually one of the first villages that Link goes to in search of information, whether it be Impa herself telling Link about the divine beasts, or Sahasrara talking about the ancient sages. But even Kakariko suffers in some games. In Twilight Princess, the only sheikah in the game is Impaz, who lives in the hidden village, once old Kakariko Village. As the village's only resident, she has vowed not to leave until she has fulfilled her duty. With each Zelda game that comes out, we learn more and more about the Shadow Race, and the lore behind the sheikah has flourished. And now that Tears of the Kingdom is out for us to enjoy, it seems that there's still a lot to learn about the sheikah and the rest of the tribes that make up the land of Hyrule.